Welcome back to Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. I'm with Evie
Hello?
and Nicole.
Hello,
And
hello.
that's a really good shot. I love
It
that establishing
is.
shot.
So this is
Look who it
Adam
is.
J. Harrington as Konsu. So he previously appeared in the series pilot as a Goa'uld serving a
He
Pothos.
He
was!
looked
So
like
some
Zabakna.
fans
I thought it
He
was
speculate
does!
Zabakna.
that, yeah, so some fans speculate that it might actually be the same character in like
Blow
an
my
Could
mind.
undercover
be.
role. So Morjana
Yeah.
Kaufman from Gateworld said that Adam's return sort of creates an intriguing connection to his
Yeah, that's for
previous
sure.
Goa'uld role.
And Michael
And
Adam
we've got
Thwaite.
Adam Thwaite, yes, he debuts here and becomes a reoccurring character in 5 episodes over seasons 6 and 7.
Harak. Failing upwards, I see.
That's it.
Yes.
Surrender or die. A lot of people
Sorry, I love
dispute the
the
other guys actually happened because there's a dream sequence near the end, but it
exactly.
establishes Harak. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
It does, exactly.
Yeah.
So this episode actually marked a significant milestone for its writer, Damien Kindler. It actually earned him a position on the writing staff.
Ah,
Yes, that's correct.
it's a damn good episode. Well,
It
to a
is.
degree.
To a degree.
There's ups and downs.
To
Dot,
be
dot, dot.
continued.
It's not my favorite,
Yeah.
but it's fun.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
think that's the important thing.
I like this so much more than Avenger 2.0. So much more.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because
Actually,
Fox is in it.
50% more. Yeah.
So, John Billingsley as Simon Combs makes his only Stargate appearance here.
Yes.
Though obviously Trek fans will recognize him as Dr. Phlox.
Yeah, Enterprise
And
had already
his
started airing.
co-star, yes, his co-star Patrick McKenna as Jay Felger. Felger. I always
Felger.
want to
It goes
pronounce
back.
it the
It goes
wrong
back
way.
and forth.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be
returns-
Felger.
Felger returns next season in Avenger 2.0, and he's beloved as Harold Green from the Red Green
That's
show.
right.
And when John chatted with Dial the Gate, he revealed that their shared improv backgrounds helped him and Patrick click
Their
instantly on
chemistry
set.
was great.
And the director Martin Wood noticed their chemistry and let them play with the scenes a little bit more,
Yeah.
and even kept some of their ad libs.
Yeah.
So I think though John was keen to return to Stargate, Patrick
was.
recalled that there were some scheduling issues.
Yeah.
Mm.
And John
But
thought
yeah,
that he was
seemed
snubbed.
he seems so offended.
Yeah, he
I
was
like,
really
"Oh,
bothered about it.
We would have loved to have seen
Yeah.
him again.
So, production note here: the rings here. I believe this is the first time that they appear. As physically, and the way that you knew whether or not they were doing a physical prop or a stencil on the ground was whether they needed to open the panel up to interact with it. That determined whether or
course.
not they were a stencil or the set of rings. I sold those rings, by the by.
That's interesting.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's really cool.
Yep.
So Patrick said on Dial the Gate that he viewed Felger as a third floor scientist looking up to SG1's 12th floor status. And he aimed for like genuine hero worship rather than fan parody in this role. And it's kind of iconic considering he was already a Stargate fan and his son loved MacGyver.
Yep.
So John, I think, was completely unfamiliar with the series, and he sort of brilliantly summed up Coombs as the voice of hysterical reason, which I
Yep.
thought was great. Also, Tilk's line about the Canucks gained local
Yeah.
fame.
Oh, yeah.
By appearing multiple times on the arena's jumbotron.
Oh, it
during
did.
Vancouver's
I think
playoff
that's
That's
the
run
first
this year.
Vancouver reference. I really do.
Yeah.
The first Vancouver reference in the show, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
This is out by the airport because this is the sand terrain.
Correct, yeah. But the dunes are just high enough that you can't really see
That's
any
correct.
of the cityscape.
Yep. Classic.
Yeah. I had a set of these MREs for years. You guys had a version of them.
I was going to say we ate
At
some.
San Diego.
Mention them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the ones that you produced in San Diego were from the same 1990s batch that we see on
Was it the
screen.
the berry pack that also some sort of cake or some crumble or something? Was the one that went sour
I
and
don't
like we
know.
couldn't eat?
I'm
It
just
was
trying
Oh, yeah,
to
bad.
wipe
you
the
went,
experience from my mind.
quite
It went
a lot
went
of
very
them went off.
sour. I couldn't
Yeah.
eat it.
It was like fermented.
Yeah, that's what was wrong.
How about that pink lining on the jackets?
I know, it's stunning. It's like a nice salmon pink.
Salmon.
I love salmon pink.
Salmon, yeah.
Eight.
So their count on how many times they've saved Earth is actually inaccurate according to the show's history. So at this point, SG1 has actually prevented 17 major threats to Earth. And I think more specifically,
Wow.
Jack and Tilk were key players in averting 12 of them.
Interesting. Apparently, Teal'c's like definition of saving Earth is more narrow.
Yes, it must be. So his fanboying over SG1 is like delightfully over the top. So I guess like I probably shouldn't really judge considering that I once got weak in the knees over RDA's original Continuum jacket.
Ah,
you
there
did.
you go.
You did. I
There's
was
photos.
there. What I will say about the so like as a nerdy girl, I obviously have like been friends and have friends who often at times remind me of Felger. But
Mhm.
I find him to be such an endearing character because it's just such innocence. Like he's just so full of like love and appreciation for these people, but it comes across as so overbearing and weird.
Yeah.
And I just love
Exactly.
it though because he doesn't know how else to communicate it, and I love him.
So
Amazing
these
impulsivity
Trekkie references
theories.
are like very meta given John's like involvement in
Yeah.
the franchise. So it's surprising like they've waited this long to include so many references, given that John was the sixth Star Trek veteran to appear on Stargate.
Well, they needed like actual like, nerds in the show because in
Mm.
Stargate you get lots of characters who play like different roles, but you haven't really gotten like this kind of stereotypical nerd type character,
Yeah. So
I love it.
Patrick admitted that he got pretty confused about how to pronounce Goa'uld.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
apparently even the cast and crew were giving him different versions. So
If you're correct about it, it's Goa'uld.
Yeah.
If you're
Goa'uld.
insulting about it, it's Gould.
Yes.
Yeah. And even internally, that is not consistent. Ryak said Gould. So.
Oh God.
Imagine making visual effects that are out of focus. I guess you probably render them and then put them out of focus and then re-render them. So,
Yeah, it kind of seems like a lot of effort
Yeah.
to go through for something to be just kind of in the background.
Yeah.
But that's TV for you.
Oh, come on. It's not even aiming.
Well, I meant that's
Yeah, it's
I
trying
was
to
gonna say
catch
it's
them.
probably
It's not trying to
deliberate,
kill
but
them.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
good point. That's right. They have orders to capture.
Mm.
Ah, that's right. That's
But they do have
right.
stormtrooper aim anyway, so
That's true.
They do, yeah. So if you keep an eye on Maya's belts, there's actually a roll of duct tape. So someone
really?
online said that it might be a sneaky nod to
I suspect
MacGyver.
so.
Yeah.
You mean to Red Green?
See there, yeah.
Red Green show is always about duct tape.
Oh, okay. Well, it could be that too, actually. That's
Uh-huh.
perfect. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, duct tape is the
dramatic
thing.
zoom out.
Oh yeah.
She made me laugh. It's just the comedic timing of it. It's like, it's like, oh yeah, they're screwed. Oh, this is such a silly
I
episode.
mean, they do look very compliant, don't they?
Yeah.
Having been
Great
just
matte
captured.
shot. The 4 ash rocks. All the rocks have a sideways rock on top of them.
Yes.
Yeah, listener.
Oh, I love him.
So I will say I've always had kind of an issue with shows like The Big Bang Theory for always showing like the nerdy characters to be so cringy and so lame and kind of making fun of them. But for some reason, with the way that Stargate did it, I didn't mind so much because, like, in the end, they are like heroes and they're really intelligent. They just really struggle with communicating. Kind of like McKay, except McKay, instead of being kind of cute, is just an ass.
Yeah.
There's like a whole spectrum of people and types of people, and this is
Absolutely.
just one type we don't see in Stargate often.
Until we get like a little bit more of like Dr. Lee.
This is true.
Yeah, I love Dr. Lee.
Yeah, so do I.
Was that duct tape or was it just tape?
I look like
I don't
masking tape,
know.
maybe.
It might be masking tape.
This is my
No,
favorite
he's not.
line.
He's definitely.
This is the best part. Like, what can O'Neill do? I'll show you. Like they know what he's like so well. That's the joke.
So I believe Patrick's deliberately awkward ring entrance was apparently so spot on that they needed multiple takes. The crew just like couldn't keep a straight face. I love it though. It's so great. Oh,
It's so good.
My God. I also wanted to make a comment on Patrick and John's on-screen chemistry. So in separate interviews, they both had such warm words for each other. So John called Patrick charming and marvelous, while Patrick praised John's open energy and called him a great shepherd through the sci-fi elements of the show.
Oh.
And they actually bonded while staying at the same hotel during filming, which I think kind of shows in their performance.
It does.
I have stayed at that hotel.
Oh, have you?
Yes, I have.
Urius Tosh said, "Why didn't SG1 ever bring pizza as a peace offering, or trade product off-world if we're being serious?" And my response is because it'll be cold by the time it gets there.
Yeah, that's right.
And they will not see it as positive.
Well, they could have taken it from the commissary. So yeah,
It will be cold unless you give it to
It
them
probably
like literally
would've
like
been.
a second
Yeah.
later. But like, there's a lot of yapping when you meet people at the gate.
So I will never tire of Don Davis pronouncing the H in what. Like it just sustains me.
what?
Yeah, it just sustains me. It's great.
Cool whip. Cool whip.
So I saw fans commenting online that these ventilation shafts are apparently reminiscent of the Jeffries tubes in
That's
Star
all
Trek.
they could be. Yeah, they're just a little
Yeah.
bit wider, is all. And we'll see them again in Homecoming, I think, or Fallen, one of the two.
I like that.
First time being captured. And it's like, oh yeah, and then he's smiling.
Oh, it's funny.
No, about that.
It's funny because everything actually goes wrong and SG1 does need rescuing in the end. And so they are like
Kind of,
heroes in the
yeah.
end. But,
I think it's interesting that even Jonas doesn't know what's really going on.
No.
I guess so that if they get captured and interrogated, there's less of a chance.
True, yeah. They can actually deny knowing what's happening.
I love Harak's title.
Yeah.
The full title.
So apparently Konsu's emblem was meant to look like a Klingon bat'leth. I apologize if I mispronounced that. But honestly, like all I'm seeing is 4 intersecting bananas. Or like a badly drawn
bananas.
bowl and saucer in profile.
Yeah. I'm new. Yeah.
That's all the introduction Jonas gets. He's new.
Darren and I had debates. Okay, does Ammon check a planet? Does Ammon check a place? Do we put it under planets? Miscellany? What do we do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume it's a
Brilliant.
place.
You got the job.
I hate to always be that person because I can't help but think about it with my IBS. But like, surely there's a toilet or a bucket somewhere. Like, I never
Not in
see them
sci-fi.
in these prisons in sci-fi, and it always bothers me. I'm like, there's got to be a bog somewhere, okay?
Oh, I love that you said bog.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that word in a while.
Like a
I
swamp?
Maybe those
Oh,
no, bog
David.
is just like British slang for
English slang
toilet.
for toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there aren't enough of those already.
Like bog roll. Toilet
Yeah.
roll.
So what I loved there was Jack checking if his resume line landed.
Yeah.
Like I think it kind of suggests that he has like a pre-planned quips. And I think
Like
it's
you.
also like a really genius writing move. Yeah, indeed, this is one of those pre-planned quips. But like if a one-liner falls flat, it's sort of like the writers are able to say, hey, it's not us, it's Jack just working on his material.
That's it.
I love this part. Just
When
wait
they
for
go
it.
in the opposite
Wait for it.
direction, it's just a dog.
It's the simple
adorable.
things.
There's a similar
love it.
scene in Avenger 2.0. That's good, Carter.
Yeah.
That's good, Carter. Where did she take me? I don't know where I am.
Oh, see, nothing says secure Gorwald's prison cell like a conveniently placed human-sized air vent.
That's it.
Yeah. Is that a bird? No, it's Felger, and he's got Coombs with him.
Oh,
And I love how it
that
just
line so
pops
much.
off like some kind of, Japanese wall decoration.
Yeah.
Magnetically. There we go. Oh, okay. So there is an in-universe explanation. Okay.
Literally magnets is the
Magnets.
is the,
Yeah.
is the excuse. Oh my god. Oh, I love when you interviewed him and you said David's got Coombs with him.
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
it's good.
I think someone in the crowd said that. I don't think they're actually there. I think these shots are just taken, with just the
filmed
camera on the other
separately?
side. Yeah, because I think that both of these sets are on the same level.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Trick of the camera.
I love that.
Is that when it got in tight, when you couldn't see well, maybe not. Oh, no, it's got to be. Yeah, because Rick was standing there, so never mind. I'm wrong.
Or they just, lifted up the set a little bit.
Yeah, that's true, too, and just put Rick down there.
Mm.
So, like, for a top secret mission involving an undercover Tok'ra, they're surprisingly casual about discussing Konsu's true identity in a monitored prison cell.
That's true. But it's not monitored, is it?
Well, I don't know. It's probably not, but like
There should be
you
guards
you'd
standing
assume
right
that
there.
there is some monitoring going on. They're not just going to put, I don't know, be very arrogant. Oh, I guess that's kind of the Gorwald way
Yeah.
to just put people away and just assume that they're stuck there. Like
I like
can't
that
do
you've
anything
answered the
to get out.
stupidity with Gould arrogance, because that is just an answer that works.
But recording devices, they weren't a thing yet.
I also love
That's
how
not true either, David.
I know, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I also love how Jack just says Carter, and then Sam instantly knows that she's been drafted as some sort of diplomatic translator.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Yep. I'm out of this.
Yeah, I'm tapping out. Take over.
So I guess Jonas did know.
See, it's Felger, it changes.
Yep. From Ashen.
Yeah. Boring.
Yeah, but
Bad joke.
that's deliberate.
Yeah, I know I'm making a bad joke.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh dear. Oh, don't worry
Rob
about this. There's
Cooper.
a huge
Guys.
hole in the wall.
You caught us. Oh,
I love
free
the way that
Jaffa.
Jack tried to cover that big window.
Yeah.
And the physical acting here is ridiculous. Like, look at this.
He's all about physical acting.
Yeah, and it's not just him though, because if you cut to the rest of SG1, it's just so silly. Cut back.
Are you talking
Look,
about the extra legs?
Yeah, he's about to notice. It's so bloody funny.
But like Tilt's
Don't worry
like
about it.
completely got his legs separated. Like he's got that strong stance going on. If he had his legs closer together, it would have been easier to hide them.
Can you park them somewhere until we're done?
Just put them somewhere else.
Yeah.
Relatively secure.
I have a very weird crush on Felger and Coombs.
Really?
I don't know why. They're just like I've just always had a bit of like a thing for like just the cute nerds that are just doing their best. You
Patrick's
know?
got a mean goatee going now. He looks
Aw.
good.
He,
He
I'm not gonna lie,
does.
David. He is hot. I was like,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah,
I don't know about
yeah,
that,
You look
but yeah.
good. I think he's a snack, David.
I prefer his personality to Felger's personality. I had a really good time with him.
Yeah, I love both. He was
mhm,
great. Honestly, David, he may be my favorite person that you've interviewed
He's
in
a
a while.
great guy.
I loved
He's a
him.
very good guy. Yeah, both of those interviews were fantastic.
No. Don't worry about it.
I got it.
He's got some gorgeous, like late 90s, early 2000s hair going on.
Right? He
I
is
wonder if he did it
so
himself
pretty.
or if like costume did it. He's got like a bit of eyeliner. It's great.
I've noticed actually in television a lot, they tend to put a bit of eyeliner on men just to bring out their eyes a bit more on screen.
Mhm,
I realized
mhm.
when I was watching like the Vampire Diaries, I saw it on Damon, and then I was like, oh wait a minute, what? And then I started watching other TV, and people who weren't even that hot had eyeliner as well, and I'm like, what's going on? These men all have eyeliner.
So I think Stay Hidden or Forfeit Your Lives has to be the most intense game of hide and seek in the galaxy.
Yeah. Oh dear, oh dear.
That's a stock shot from Double Jeopardy.
Yes.
Of course it is, yes.
My brain can still brain now and then. Ginsu.
So, like, Jack deliberately butchers Khonsu as Ginsu, but
He
gets
does.
Herrick's name perfectly correct.
I like
So,
Yeah.
like, it's...
So you said it wrong while you said that, which is why that's so funny.
Oh,
You said
Herrick.
Herrick, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was on purpose. Okay.
No, that's just me. That's just my morning brain starting to
Absolutely brilliant.
take
we're
over.
all biffing names either on purpose or by accident, and it's all beautifully timed. I'm loving it.
It's like ray shields in Star Wars.
Yeah.
So, I also think that his like cryptic comment coming up about bowing before my master hits like really differently when you realize that he's actually working
He's
for
in on it.
Anubis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which master?
The big boy.
Well, he's clearly
Biggest
talking about
boy there
Anubis.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
We
big
just don't
boy.
know it yet. Yep.
The biggest of boys in the galaxy.
Smarmy, slick, oil,
Overdressed.
greasy looking face. Yeah. Boombox.
Greasy, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Why can't he send his free Jaffa just like the rest of us? Off-world assignments.
So I didn't realize, but apparently in fiction, a red shirt is an informal term for a character who's killed off shortly after being introduced.
Yeah.
So
You
like
didn't know
Coombs
that?
No, I didn't know that. I know it's a
Star Trek
thing.
reference,
No, I didn't know it. But Coombs like drops this reference, and like it turns out kind of ironic when like Khonsu wearing red doesn't survive the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. That may be on purpose. Yeah. Who directed this one? Is it Deloise? Let me see here.
No.
Yeah, I don't
was
think
it?
it is.
It is actually I didn't write it down.
Peter Deloise directed Shadowplay.
Yeah, he did the last one.
Martin Wood directed this one. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Lol. Look at their eyes. Love it.
Everything is on casters for easy movement on a film set.
Exactly.
These poor bastards.
I love him. I have a Vesper and 2 cats. Oh, I love him so much.
I don't know that for sure.
So
Something hinky.
apparently
Oh,
the
jeez.
hinky line was actually ad-libbed. And despite Coombs doubting it's a real word, it is indeed a real word.
It
It means
is.
nervous or suspicious.
That's
There we
it.
go.
Also, Patrick
cut it out.
mentioned that wearing the Jafar costumes was quite the reality check because apparently they're basically as heavy and cumbersome as they look.
They are. I have worn one.
Oh, you have worn one.
The way he's just
That's
holding the
cool.
wound with his hand, being like, don't worry about it.
They're
I
bowing
love
to
that
each
they're
other.
greeting each other like.
Put on his glasses.
And no one sort of like just wonders if they're supposed to be there.
Where did they
Except
find the
for
marker
this
to
one
draw
guy.
the symbol on their heads?
That's what I
don't
wondered.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would just pulled the ball cap forward enough that you like can't, you know. the
Well, I
ball
want to
cap
know
covers
if
it.
Coombs is wearing the cap backwards or if his hair is just making it sit weird.
I think it's making it sit weird.
Yeah.
He's imitating. He's imitating the actor. Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Oh, jeez, that's funny.
Xanadu is completely different. Oh.
So good.
So apparently, word is the weapons behind Khonsu are a Klingon bat'leth and the
Yes.
Kurgan sword from Highlander.
Oh, could be. Yeah, that's definitely a bat'leth. Why choose now? I guess because you got SG1.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oof.
right in the ticker.
Oh boy.
Mm.
This guy with the statue next to me here.
Mm.
The Greyhound.
The Greyhound.
I always feel
It's a
like
jackal.
the Anubis jackals look like greyhounds. Actually,
Yeah.
isn't it that like there are old like Egyptian paintings and it's like they are like greyhounds around there, or like they just look
absolutely.
really greyhoundy. So
Yeah.
they're a majestic dog that have been around in like old paintings forever. Like if you look at British tapestries and paintings, they're bloody everywhere. So I'm very proud as a greyhound owner, in case people in the chat are not aware.
Absolutely.
I got that. So, I think as Miracle Max says in The Princess Bride, mostly dead is slightly alive. Are you calling us fruit?
See, now they're like, oh, we're biffed.
On fruit,
Yeah.
just attack.
See, now you need these two to save you bacon.
Bacon and fruit. I'm just thinking of like breakfast.
Pancakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my pancake place in my village is open tomorrow. Should go get some.
The pain stick. Gold cattle prod.
Classic.
Yeah.
I think I read somewhere that there was a few fans who were like really surprised that they did this imprisonment episode so soon after Abyss.
Yeah. Pride in my work.
I actually really like Harak because he's just such
he's snarky.
He's such a
he is
snarky
snarky.
Jafar. Yeah. You don't see snarky Jafar that often. It's usually the Gould. I'm glad I get
The
to see him
line is
die in
coming
Lost
up,
City.
guys. The line.
Oh, yeah. It's a preposition.
Yep.
Khonsu would have a sarcophagus, would he not?
Would have thought so.
I wonder how long a corpse can lay around without a sarcophagus.
You ended that sentence.
Look at the face.
So apparently on Sky One they cut this line short, so you don't hear the bastard bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we've kind of gotten over that, and you can kind of just say almost anything on TV now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But I think, to be honest, right? I mean, who cares? You know what you're watching. You know what's happening. It's not even like a really bad word. It's not like you threw out the F word or something.
So it's a good thing they've got the other guys with them.
Yeah.
They're on their own.
Candy Mitch has ordered a pizza. Following on from the pizza conversation earlier.
Thrilled. I'm going to have some pizza later.
I had some gnocchi. I made gnocchi for dinner.
Oh, that sounds good too.
Now I'm hungry.
Actually, I have a nice piece of cake to look forward to later from Dad's birthday.
I find that leave people behind a discussion very like difficult because it's always like it's often a numbers game, right? It's like how many people are you going to lose for
It's
one
resource
person?
dedication. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah. So,
like we
yeah,
have
sorry.
to. No, go.
I was going to say that I've seen some fans online point out that a Jafar wearing glasses would be a dead giveaway since
Yeah.
symbiotes correct vision problems.
That's
But
it.
if you actually watch this episode closely, Coombs is pretty careful. Like he only wears them when he's in private moments
Yep.
Yeah.
with Felgar,
Yeah,
and
he
not
hides them.
when they're around actual Jafar. And speaking of glasses, apparently John actually broke his during filming, so they had to do like a patch up on the fly. And Martin Wood jokingly justified the repair as gooable Scotch tape.
I've seen the Scotch tape on his right temple.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I can see it there. Operation. There it is.
Like a normal person.
Up is one syllable. That's why he does it. Stop yelling at each other.
Oh, their chemistry is so good though.
There are some
Big
annoying
empty
shortened
spaces.
things that you say, like BRB. Like I say that, and then I'm like, why am I saying BRB? It's be right back. It's the exact
It's
amount
the same
of
amount of
effort.
syllable.
but
Yeah.
people know what you're saying.
Yeah. So now what like Jeff and I do when we're playing Xbox is we'll go burb, which is just
Burb.
BRB. Burb, a word, yeah. And that's it.
I would have to like just for a second, it'll take me a moment to realize if it was someone saying burp or someone burping. You know, 'cause it's just, where does that is that
Well,
a
if they
word
get
or
up
is
and
that a
walk
verb?
away, you'll know.
True.
And they reuse this set in Homecoming, don't they?
This is from the set from aren't those panels from Double Jeopardy when she's pulling the things out of the walls?
Were they so they're
maybe.
lying down now? So you're saying they took them from being
Yeah, they changed the
side of the
orientation of them.
upright.
Yeah.
yeah, and I swear that we see
Ah.
that same seating thing
Yeah.
again with Daniel and Jonas in Homecoming.
Yeah.
in
Orientation
season
is very fluid these days.
7. Yeah. Brilliant. Love that.
So it's kind of an interesting contrast. Like they let Patrick ham it up with this fake hero voice. But they wouldn't let Doug Abrams alter his voice in the last episode. But I kind of guess it makes sense because Felga's voice is supposed to sound forced because
That's correct.
he's sort of playing pretend while
it.
Hale sort of needed to be more authentic.
That's it.
And I just realized that I said
I'm
Felga,
on my
not
way.
Felger, and I just feel like I don't know where my head's
You
at.
said Felga, Jack said Felger, and then
Yeah.
like Coombs says Felga. It's all
Yeah,
right.
I
That's
think
it.
it's supposed to be Felga.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I would never be the first one to stick my arm through the thing to see if it's still there. I'd be like, now
It
someone else
looked
can
like
do
it
that.
really hurt.
Yeah.
I'd use my foot.
I am kind of that idiot though. Like I am kind of stupid like that. like the other day, I looked at my stove and I went, "Why does it feel like it's hot?" So I was like, "I'll just touch it." And I touched it and I burnt my hand and I was like, "Idiot! You knew that was gonna happen."
Oh no. Twice.
Yeah, but he's not under your command. Well, I guess he technically is.
Oh, he should have
But,
thrown up the third
He
finger.
can't.
Yeah.
Crystal, I will shoot you.
I love how badly drawn on the symbol is this time.
I know they are pretty badly drawn, and that it starts to like run after a while as well.
I feel like they actually just had a Sharpie pen just in their pocket.
I'd say
And they-
I'd
Probably
say,
carrying
yeah.
a Sharpie, yeah.
Yeah, which is why it looks so bad. Yeah.
Oh, he's just like he's just got adrenaline pumping through his veins.
Aww.
Yeah,
This is what
that's
we do.
true. That's actually true. Right.
I love Stargate. It's such a silly show
Me
sometimes.
too.
Yeah, there are
Like,
some
this
of
kinda
these
silly is why it's
episodes
so
that
good.
like lean more toward Doctor Who silly, you know. But you know, as long as they're every once in a while, I don't mind.
Yeah.
But it's like this series is not set in the SGU reality in some cases.
Definitely not completely different.
I couldn't watch like a Doctor Who type show consistently because for me it's just
Some of the
it's
older
always been
episodes are bad.
yeah it
Oh,
was
yeah,
also
really
created as
clunky.
like it's a kids show at its essence.
Yeah.
And it's like it's family friendly, but like it's always a bit simpler. But I get why people who grow up watching it and even people who join in as fans as adults love it because it is very funny and there are some really
It's just
intelligent
fun.
stories. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Adam and I have just started rewatching the Matt Smith era
Okay.
because we haven't seen like the last couple of seasons, so we
Okay.
thought we'd start from Matt Smith and work forward. So
I just
we
find
just started watching that
some
the
of
other
it just
day.
a bit too cringy sometimes. Where I'm
Some
like,
of it is
"Oh."
absolutely
Like, unbelievable?
Yeah, and
It
that's
is.
why I can't watch
Like
it.
you can't take it seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
While
There is some
Stargate,
seriousness there too, though.
yeah, obviously, there are some stellar episodes, but this is why
Mm.
Stargate for me has always been the perfect balance because it does both,
The
really
first
well.
Doctor Who episode I saw was probably 11, 12 years old, and it was a Tom Baker episode, and he had K9, and he had a couple of companions, and I mean, I picked the whole thing apart. I was like, they're hiding there in the background, while other
12-year-old
people are
David
hunting
picking
for
it
them,
apart.
and they could clearly see them if they were looking. It's like, I can see them looking at them. Why can't they see them? So I just had a hard time with it, but it was entertaining.
Fair.
The dog was cool.
Yeah.
I love how they had those like elongated Jaffa like shadows creeping up the pyramid
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
It's sort of very ominous, approaching danger.
Dan Ben said, I feel like Stargate doesn't get referenced a lot in other sci-fi. It never does, Dan Ben, and I'm
That's true.
mad.
That's true.
Big Bang Theory referenced it once and referenced an episode that didn't even exist. So that made me angry during a paintball episode.
Yeah,
of
at
Big
least
Bang.
do it right. You literally
Yeah.
have like how many seasons all up to reference? Like
All they do is
it
reference
right.
other TV. That's why I don't like Big Bang Theory at its core. It makes fun of
Yeah.
nerds.
That's my issue with it.
Yeah, and also
it's-
it does the only thing that makes it amusing is that it references other material, and then makes fun of nerds. Like, and I'm not
those
watching
cute
that.
little nerds. They're so ignorant. Give them a pat on the head.
Yeah, makes me angry.
I tried watching it from the start because I thought I'd enjoy it, but I couldn't really get into it. So
No.
I have friends who love it, and
Me
some
too.
of
My
some
mum
of
loves
those
it, oddly.
there are some scenes from it that really make me laugh out loud.
yeah.
The whole Xbox PlayStation argument that's please
That was
pass the
really
butter.
funny.
That's a really funny. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google or YouTube Big Bang Theory. Please pass the butter.
Yeah. See, Felger is kind of like he's kind of in a ways that kind of like got that nerdiness to him. But for some reason, the way Stargate does it, I just appreciate it so much more.
For sure.
It didn't feel as nasty as Big Bang does. Maybe because it's
Dan
not,
Payne.
200 episodes. Was it?
It looked like
Oh,
Dan
it might
Payne.
have been.
Jed Ted said Hot Tub Time Machine also references Stargate. It does, I
Really?
remember.
Okay.
Yeah, they talk about one guy mentions it as a way to like be like, yeah, I know how this time stuff works. I watch Stargate.
Is this the same lake where it's P4X 888 or whatever it is? The
It
gold.
might be.
I was
yeah.
at Gould Pond.
The
Yeah.
gold pond.
Oh, buddy.
Shh. I've got a problem. Shh. Don't hear your problem.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he sweated his symbol right off.
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't? Dangerous situation, not fun. Rosalind said, "I'm a nerd and a geek, and I still like watching Big Bang Theory." And if you do, you do.
Some
I
people,
just can't.
I get it.
Yeah.
Just it's resonated with a lot of people.
For sure.
When they reference Firefly's cancellation, and then Sheldon's like upset about it, and all the people in the audience laugh, I'm like, you guys
Okay.
don't even get that joke. So
Just notice Tilk was in the water not a few seconds ago, and
he's
now
now
his uniform
dry.
is completely dry.
That's true. That staff cannon is not opened. There's a switch on the bed. There's a lever on it that opens it. Gotta go get him. He's stuck.
the Hot Tub Time Machine references, I write Stargate fan fiction.
Oh, there
That's
you
what he
go.
Me too.
I like that you it looks like cardboard.
I was gonna say
paper.
it looks like just like balsa
Like
wood or something.
IKEA furniture.
Yeah.
That's right. A broken IKEA furniture.
furniture.
That's right. It's plywood walls.
Plywood,
Yeah,
yes.
it's just a fiberboard, so it's been glued together. Let's go get him.
It just
We'll see. The way he puts his arms out, like,
doesn't even finish the rest.
It almost looks like stone, I guess, but I can see the
It's
wood
meant
chip
to
in
be
No,
there.
it's
stone.
definitely wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love how they don't show the
His-
battle.
Yeah,
Just
save money.
seeing his reaction is great.
His relief is adorable. I love him
Yes.
so much.
Closed caption says, "Battle sounds die down."
Along with a whole
Like, he's
heap of
like ready to
far.
poop himself. I love him.
The relief.
This poor man. Yeah, get out of there, Coombs.
Aw.
You're a good egg.
And we're about to see the
Go back to your
famous
cats.
gif.
Oh
like the
yeah,
Jack
Gate is
gif.
gonna gate.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite reactions from the show. This really did make me laugh out loud.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
was really funny.
There's no need for it, but it's
Like, oh well,
very funny.
next time.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He's just such an
So,
arse.
according to Malozzi, the production team only intended for this final ceremony to be Felga's daydream, not the entire episode. But after viewing the finished product, they realized that viewers might actually
There's Martin
interpret
Wood, by
the
the way, on the
whole
left.
adventure as imaginary.
Yeah.
So, while some fans have made like compelling arguments for the like all in a dream theory, that wasn't the original intent.
No, and like I said, Harak is established in this episode.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just
I
like
should have
Wormhole
remembered.
Extreme, Malcolm Barrett is established in that episode.
Yes.
I should have remembered that this was Martin Wood, because I remember they were doing behind the scenes for this, and they were talking about how she and Felger have to kiss. And then she makes some sort of joke about being the Black Widow of Stargate, and then she's like, everyone who I kiss died. It's nice that he doesn't die this time. And then she kisses Martin Wood in the
Oh,
behind the
of
scenes,
course.
and then says to Martin Wood after kissing him, "Now you die." And then she goes, "I still have the power." It's like my favorite behind the scenes like
Oh.
moment.
So, Joseph Malozzi counts this among his favorites, praising the guest stars for their performances.
Yeah.
And Mojana Kaufman praised the writing and production, and she noted how Damien Kinsler successfully parodied sci-fi while advancing the season's storyline. And I was
Yeah.
reading through Reddit reactions to this episode's like comedic approach, and there were some viewers who struggled with like the tonal shift after Abyss, and
Mhm.
others welcomed the laughs after a couple of dark episodes. But the debate online mostly centers on whether SG1 earned the right to poke fun at their own tropes, especially the
Yes.
classic getting captured scenario.
Over 100
And
episodes in,
these
yes.
opinions on Felga and Coombs are mixed, and there's an interesting note that Felga's solo return in Avenger 2.0 found a better like dramatic balance. And David, I know you and Darren discussed this episode on the Gate World podcast, and I think you both praised the performances, but you felt that the episode's comedy ambitions didn't quite stick the landing.
It's okay.
And I think Darren actually mentioned like character likability.
Yeah.
Also, I was going to say just quickly, every time I hear Jay Felger's name, I can't help but thinking of Homer Simpson discovering his middle initial
Homer
J actually
J.
stood for
Simpson.
Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
I think this is a damn good episode.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, let's rate them and find out. That was The Other Guys, everyone.